Hello guys, welcome back to my channel, and today I am going to share with you my science half yearly paper. So let's begin. So the total marks is 50 marks, and the first section will carry 1 mark each question for 9 question. Okay, so let's begin. So our first question is ice homogeneous or heterogeneous substance? Is it pure or impure substance? So as we know that ice is the form of water and water is a compound. Okay, and compound is a pure substance. So water is a pure substance, and if water is a pure substance, then ice is also a pure substance. So therefore the answer will be ice is a pure substance and it is a homogeneous mixture because it has fixed proportion everywhere. Now second question is, name the fat storing tissue in our body. So the answer is adipose tissue. Adipose tissue store the fat in our body. So now our third question is, mass of a body on earth is 40 kg. What is the mass on the moon? So here the question is asking for the mass. So as we know that according to the conservation of mass can neither be created nor destroyed. So mass is constant everywhere in the world. If you measure your mass as 40 kg on earth and you will go to measure your mass on moon, then your mass will be same as on earth as on moon, because mass is same everywhere. So the mass of dog is on the earth is 40 kg and the mass of its on moon will be 40 kg. Okay, the mass will not change. Its weight can change, but mass will not change. So now fourth question is, give the SI unit for the gravitational constant and its value. So the answer for this so the so the answer for this will be Newton meter square per kg square, and the value will be 6.67 into 10 to the power minus 11 Newton meter square per kg square, as it is a derived quantity. Okay, this was derived by Sir R. Chadwick. So now our next question is, name the process by which amoeba acquired its food. So the amoeba acquired its food by the process of endocytosis. Okay, this process is by which you know that amoeba is a unicellular organism, so it has only one cell that perform each and every function. So its plasma membrane extended and take the an algon and engulf the food into it. So our next question is assertion based reasoning question. Okay, so now the first is seventh question is assertion given here: the rate of evaporation increases with increases in the temperature. So the reason is uh, um, increase in temperature increases the kinetic energy of the particles. So we know that when the kinetic energy increases, the particles start moving here and there. So when they start moving here and there, they overcome the gravitational force. They overcome the gravitational and intermolecular force between the particles. So assertion is also correct and reason is also correct. So the its answer will be A. Both A and R are true, and R is the correct explanation of A. So now our eighth question is, a negative acceleration of a body is associated with the slowing down of a body. Now reason is given is acceleration is a vector quantity. So we know that acceleration is rate change in velocity. Here the answer will be both A and R are correct, but R is not the correct explanation of A. Okay, so now our next question is, now next assertion is, two persons on the surface of the moon cannot talk to each other, and the reason is given, there is no atmosphere on the moon. So we know that to hear sound we need sound only travel in vacuum. So therefore there is no atmosphere means no vacuum on moon. Um, so therefore both A and R are correct, and R is the explanation of A. So our next section come that section B. So in section B carry 2 marks each question. Their total question will be 7. Okay, 7 question, and we have to do only 6. So let's begin. The first question is, what is humidity and what are its effect on evaporation. We know that the amount of water air carries is called humidity. So more the humidity, less the evaporation, because if the humidity will be high, there will be no place of water to get evaporate. Okay, so our next question is how meristematic tissue is different from permanent tissue. So as we know that the tissue uh, which has ability to divide are called meristematic tissue, but whereas the tissue which do not have ability to divide is called permanent tissue, and the meristematic tissue does not have their function because they are still dividing, but the permanent tissue have their fixed shape and function because they are not dividing and they are mature. Now the 12th question is numerical from motion chapter. So here it is given that a car attains a velocity of 32 km per hour after accelerating uniformly from rest in 5 seconds. So here 32 km is final velocity, and since it is starting from rest, its initial velocity becomes 0 and t is given 5. So we have to find distance travel. So you can apply either second equation of motion or third. So for applying these two equations, you need to have acceleration. So you first find acceleration by a is equal to v minus u by t. V minus 32 by 0 by t, that is given 5. So after that you will get acceleration and put that acceleration in second equation of motion or third equation of motion. You will get your answer. So the answer will be 200 by 9 meter per sec 200 by 9 meters will be your answer. Next question is, what is membrane biogenesis? How do cell perform its function? So we know that the process by which plasma membrane is made by the use of protein is called membrane biogenesis. The cell perform its function by the help of its organelles. Okay. 14th question. A balloon is ascending at the rate of 20 meter per second at the height of 105 meter above the ground, and the package is dropped. How long does it take to take package to reach the ground? So this question is very important. So as we can see, the question is given that a balloon is ascending with a rate of 20 meter per second, means final velocity is 20 meter per second, and u and the initial velocity is 20 meter per second, and the height is 105 meter. This height will be the distance, and the ground and the it is dropped. Okay, it is dropped. How long it will take package to reach the ground? So the acceleration is given, so we can get the value by s is equal to qt plus half it square. Okay, the 15th question. In this 15th question, it is given that the constant force of 5 Newton is applied continuously on the body of mass 10 kg for 4 seconds. The body moves 800 centimeters along straight line. What is the velocity of the body when the force is applied initially? So first you need to find the the question it is you have been asked with the initial velocity. Okay, for initial velocity you will use first equation of motion, v is equal to u plus at, and for that you should have acceleration. You will find acceleration with the help of f is equal to ma. You have force, you have mass, you can find the acceleration. Now acceleration will be 0.5 meter per second square or 1 by 2 meter per second square. You can put that value in the first equation of motion and you will get the answer as 1 meter per second. So next question is, what is the function of Golgi apparatus? So the Golgi apparatus, okay, so the function of the Golgi apparatus is to modify the object which is synthesized near the ER. So it is also involved in the process of making of lysosomes. Okay, lysosomes are proteins. In this Golgi apparatus, complex sugar may be converted into simple sugar also. So this answer you will get in the NCERT if you read properly. So now section 3 started. Now each question of section 3 will carry 3 marks. So the 17th question is, give reason. We have to explain the following. So when a given same amount of heat, gas expand more than a solid. This is because the gas is already having a large amount of kinetic energy, so therefore it expand more. Now second is, now Now the reason for these three will be same: kinetic energy. Now question number 18, you have to draw a diagram of apical meristem, intercalary and lateral. This diagram will be very simple, and you are provided in NCERT. You can get that from there. So you have to give reason why. On 19th question, the blood is a connective tissue. Blood is called connective tissue because it connects different part of the body, and it carry different substance from one part of the body to another part of the body, such as blood carries oxygen, carbon dioxide, and etc. Second, muscle contains contractile protein. So for answering this question, we need to first understand what is the function of contractile protein. The so the function of contractile protein is it help in the relaxation that is needed for the movement of body. So therefore muscle contain contractile proteins. The third question is muscles of heart are involuntary. So the muscles which are not in our control and move without our will is called involuntary muscles. So therefore the muscles of heart are involuntary. Now section D will carry 20 marks. So the 20th question is you have to derive the expression for the force of attraction between two bodies and define the gravitational constant. So you can define this by writing universal law of gravitation, and by deriving F is equal to gmn by r square. Okay, you will get full marks. Derive the second equation and third equation of motion by graphical method. So you can do this. Draw the diagram of plant cell and label it. You have to draw the diagram of plant cell and label it. And B is draw the diagram of different xylem element and write their function. So you have to draw different xylem and their elements and write their functions. So our next question is, so you have been provided with a paragraph. You have to read that paragraph and answer 3 MCQs. So you can pause the video and read this paragraph. This paragraph continues here, and as well as this is the last question of our question paper. So as you can see, there are 3 questions. By understanding, you can answer these 3 questions. So this was for today. You can like, subscribe my channel if you like my content, and I will provide more such half yearly papers, so you can follow me for till then. Tata, bye bye, take care, peace.